After a scoreless opening 20 minutes, Finland out shooting Belarus 10-7. Didn't want to touch on it too much in that opening stanza. Didn't want to jinx the man, but it is now history. It is now a new World Championship record. Coming into this game, the longest shutout streak in World Championship history was by Slovakian netminder Jan Lasic. In 2004, he recorded 3 shutouts and won a total of 206 minutes and 26 seconds of playing time without allowing a goal. Pekka Rinne came into this game in this tournament with 191 minutes and 56 seconds of shutout hockey. He has passed Slovak netminder Jan Slovak for the longest streak ever, 211 minutes 56 seconds by my quick calculations. But I tell you what, the Nashville Predators superstar has been lights out. And he had help in that first period because, again, I felt like I had jinxed him even talking about it. There was 2 posts in behind Pekka Rinne, but you've got to be good. You've got to be lucky. And Pekka Rinne is both of those for Finland. The longest shutout streak in the modern era of the World Championships. You witnessed it live on Premier Sports. I'm Aaron Murphy. Hope you're enjoying this one. It was a good first period. Belarus still hungry. They know that they can still lose that quarterfinal spot. They want to win here. They want to keep the good streak going, if you will. And we will touch up on how they've gotten to this point in Group B. A 4-2 win versus Slovenia in Game 1. Lalonde with 21 saves and Andrei Kostitsyn with a goal and an assist in Game 1. Game 2, an overtime loss to Slovakia, which is important if Slovakia can win on Tuesday. I'll tell you about that. 32 saves for Lalonde in that game. Sergei Kostitsyn with the goal. And in Game 3, a 5-1 win over Denmark. Yevgeny Hovashine, 2 goals. As we've got a penalty coming up. And a huge game for Belarus was Game 4, in which they won 5-2 over the upstart USA side. Alexei Kaluzhny with 2 goals in that one. Game 5, not so good, a 7-0 loss to Russia. And Yefimenko is all over his man. Hauls him down unceremoniously. Samaa looking back. I don't know how Dave Lewis can question that. Yefimenko all over his man. Looked like it was Yevenko at first. I'd like to have another look at that. But nevertheless, that's how Belarus are at this position. 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss, 10 points. Slovakia can catch Belarus if Belarus lose both of their games and get no points. They're on 10 right now. But Slovakia, their last game is Tuesday versus the United States. And because they beat Belarus 2-1 in Game 1, if they finished on the same amount of points, they would go through. So for Belarus, destiny's in their own hands, but Slovakia are hopeful. Power play now, Finland there first. Belarus were 0 for 1 on the power play in the opening stanza. First chance for Jussi Jokinen and Finland. Barkov up the wall to Donskoi. Donskoi to Lindell. Lindell has been magnificent. Esa Lindell. Donskoi now. Stasenko does a good job and dumps it up and all the way down. For Finland, a 5-1 loss to the USA in Game 1. Rene, 22 saves there, and then they went on quite a run. A 3-1 win over Denmark, a 5-0 win over Norway, a 4-0 win over Slovenia. All 3 of those shutouts were Pekka Rinne. And in Game 5, a 3-0 win over Slovakia. Jussi Saros, 22 saves there. Donskoi, the game-winning goal. And Finland, 4-1, 12 points. They are safely going through, but they'll want to move up the standings and get a good draw in the crossover, of course. Here's Kontiola, as the power play hasn't set up the way they would have liked. Alternate to Samaa. Samaa almost had his pocket pick there. Kontiola jumps on the loose puck. Here's Kontiola. Kontiola takes his time, back to the point. Big save there by Koval as Kampainen was camped out waiting for a rebound on the shot by Samaa. Kontiola so patient. Samaa gets the puck through. Good screen by Kampainen. But give Vitaly Koval credit. His first game, his first minutes of the tournament, and he has been up against one of the best in the business in Pekka Rinne, and the score remains 0-0. Immonen versus Stas. to the right of Koval. Stas will be tossed out, and Volkov will come in relief. Volkov and Immonen. Immonen wins that. Pilstrom back to the point. Pilstrom goes in and creates havoc in front. The puck bobbled away, luckily, for Belarus. 12 seconds to go in the Finnish power play. Pilstrom. Hartikainen couldn't get through. And that should do it, as Finland will have to touch up. They were offside. 0 for 1 on the power play. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. A decent penalty kill from Team Belarus. Here's Lepisto. Lepisto up the wall for Hartikainen. Hartikainen into the neutral zone. And Yavenko will just slow things down there. Not too much foot speed for big Yavenko, so when I say he slows it down, he's probably right on his top gear. Finland. Lepisto up the wall and cleared out. Thanks for all your comments and feedback. At Murph on Ice, at Premier Sports TV. Hello to Simon Cross, my old Sochi colleague from the Winter Olympics. He's watching this afternoon. And Liam Wilesmith. And Liam says he should be studying, but that's on hold because of this game on Premier Sports. So to Simon Cross, hope you're doing well, bud. And to Liam Wilesmith, you can study after the game. You've got to enjoy the World Championships. The primetime games, the afternoon games. It's nice because if you're an NHL fan, you know you've got to stay up all hours of the night, and these World Championships have been, shall we say, sociable hours for all of us. Here is Stepanov. Stepanov. He gives it to Kulikov. Kulikov being watched and worked over by Heitinen. Juuso Heitinen plays his hockey for Torpedo Nizhny in the KHL. Back the other way, Hartikainen. Hartikainen pushes it forward. Pilstrom looks like he had the sandwich out and just golfed it up and over Vitali Koval. Jokipaka into the neutral zone. He was trying to find Pessinen. Pessinen, a goal and 3 assists in the tournament, 13 shots on goal. He was quiet in that opening stanza. Here's Pessinen. He won't stay quiet for long, though. Sienkiewicz. Sienkiewicz to Kitterov. Kitterov to Havras. Havras tries to go outside. Mantilla throws his shoulder in on Havras. Havras bounced right off it and kept going. Give Mantilla credit, though. He jumped right back up. He's only 5'8", Tuukka Mantilla, but not afraid to throw his frame around. Here's Altinen. Altinen, Sharks out of the zone, over the red line, gains the blue line. Altinen. Set play, bounces it off the board. Saw Kontiola coming. Kontiola to Tuomo Ruutu. And Tuomo Ruutu with the shot and then took a stick. Says he's been clipped. Pilstrom. A good player. Known as a little bit of an agitator, Pilstrom. Good play by Hartikainen. Goes outside on a nice little backhand saucer pass. And there's the sandwich I talked about. Just seems to get under it right there. It wasn't deflected. He just skies it 12 feet over the net. And that is probably why Antti Pilstrom yet to find the back of the net in this tournament. He did have 16 goals in the KHL this past season. Known as an agitator, and will go to the net hard. And right there, just skied it over Koval. Here's Kontiola. Kontiola to Tuomo Ruutu. Ruutu for Kontiola. Kontiola played for Lokomotiv Yaroslavl in the KHL. The big body. He has been good in this tournament. 1 goal, but takes big face-offs, kills penalties. There's the captain, Jokinen, into the neutral zone. Yusenko climbed the ladder and pulled that down in the glove. Otama. Jussi Jokinen. Nice little back pass there for Barkov. Barkov with a nice move. Good save by Koval on the streaking Barkov. Jussi Jokinen tries to keep it in. Finally, Volkov relieved the pressure, albeit momentarily, as Donskoy, who never stops his feet moving, kept on going there. Here's Lindell. Lindell shoots. Barkov in front. Salmela keeps that in. Salmela unloads to Donskoy. Donskoy dances into the center. Lindell, he fans on that one. And that was great pressure, but Lindell just couldn't find anything on that shot. Quick play by Kinarov, and Pekka Rinne, as he's done all tournament long, flashes the leather. No score in Ostrava, Finland, Belarus, 13:07 to go. Second period action. Here's Jokin. Jokin with a nice back pass, and Barkov goes in between the feet. Barkov tries the jam play. He is fun to watch, Alexander Barkov. 16 goals for the Florida Panthers this past season. 2 goals at the World Championships for Finland, and Donskoy, as per usual, going to the net with a vengeance. Coming up Tuesday, more International Ice Hockey Federation action. That fixture to be announced. The brain-trusted Premier Sports will have a look at what's going on this afternoon, and they'll pick the best possible game tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, late night, Montreal at Tampa Bay as the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs roll on. That game is at midnight, and the Lightning lead that series 3-2. Wednesday, late night, more NHL action. Washington at New York. The Rangers have come back to tie that series at 3. That game's at midnight. Alex Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals has guaranteed a win for the Capitals. Tune in Wednesday late night from midnight to see if the Great 8 is a man of his word. Wednesday, an off day in the Czech Republic. Thursday, we'll have a quarterfinal game live for you. That will also be determined as we have a look at all the matchups as the round robin rounds down in Ostrava and Prague. Yakola hauled his man down. There's a penalty coming up as Vitaly Koval will go to the bench, but Yakola will touch up, and it will be Yakola for a trip. Topi Yakola of Jokerit. It's a stick in there on Sergei Kostitsyn, and it's a little bit of a how do you do? Sergei Kostitsyn goes down like a ton of bricks as we look at the Barkov move again. Incredible control, and Yavenko is 6'7", and Barkov leaves him in the dust, sticks the left leg out, and just absolutely owns Yavenko down the wing. Belarus, their second power play opportunity now. Of course, 0 for 1 in this scoreless contest. Here's Kaluzhny, the captain. Down low for Sergei Kostitsyn. Kostitsyn 4 points in the tournament, 7 goals and 20 assists for Akbars Kazan in the KHL this past season for Sergei Kostitsyn. Here's Kaluzhny. Kaluzhny to Stepanov. Stepanov plays catch with Kaluzhny, and Yusenko keeps it in. Just for a moment, though, as Juuso Heitinen will buy 200 feet in about 10 seconds. 1:20 to go on the power play for Belarus. Yusenko. Ivan Yusenko. Puts it in. And again, Belarus turned back as quick as they came in. Koval leaves that for Korobov. Korobov skates it out to the blue line. He's being watched by Leo Komarov. Komarov forces him to the outside, and that is a terrible pass to Senko. It was a hot shot to him, and he had to retreat. Here's Stas. Stas dumps it in, and again, not much going on this Belarusian second opportunity with the man advantage, as Stasenko has been hung out to dry a couple of times on the right point. Quick shot by Stas, and Pekka Rinne reacted quickly. Here's Immonen and Pilstrom. Fantastic on the opening penalty kill for Finland, and they are doing the exact same thing here, dogging the puck and making things real difficult for the Belarusian power play unit. 8 seconds to go. And as Pekka Rinne holds onto that, he's an absolute giant in the net at 6'5". Handles the puck well for a big goalie. 0 for 2 on the power play now are Belarus. Still scoreless, 10:30 to go, second period. Lisovets dumps it in out front, bank play. Volkov in there, all hands on deck. As Belarus, they smelled some blood in the water there, trying to get to Pekka Rinne. Here's Donskoy. Donskoy walks in. Donskoy shoots. Oh, what a save by Vitaly Koval. Some end-to-end action at the Czech Arena. And Vitaly Koval with a magnificent effort. There's Donskoy. He's got a good engine. Gains the line. He's got outlets, but decides to try and go 5-hole. He had Lepisto off to the left. And Eunice Donskoy looking for his second goal, but Vitaly Koval says no way. Kontiola pushes it ahead to Ruutu. Tuomo Ruutu looking for his first goal of the tournament. Komarov, the shoulder into his man. Komarov, not a big man at 5'11", but loves to hit. That's his deal. Kept in, and Finland will throw it over the glass. The face-up will come outside. There is Yavenko, who is an absolute mountain of a man, holding on to Komarov. And Komarov, a real eccentric character. In many an interview, he said when he was growing up, it wasn't about scoring goals, it wasn't about passing the puck, it was about hitting guys. He's turned that into a pretty good career. Wasn't always the most talented player on his junior team. Has stuck with it, had a good season. He was one of the more dependable Toronto Maple Leafs. He was never going to be a 30-goal scorer. He did what he was supposed to do. He made life difficult on the opposition, had 8 goals and 18 assists for the Leafs this past season, and was a fan favorite because of his seek and destroy attitude on the forecheck. Eunice Kemppainen. 8 points in the tournament, dominant on every shift. He will line up now against Volkov, Artem Volkov of Avangard Omsk. And Kemppainen knocks him down to the ice unceremoniously. But Belarus do a good job off the set piece, helping out their centerman, Katarov. Ahead for Demkov. Artem Demkov. 7 shots on goal in the tournament. Another Belarusian looking for his first snipe. Here's Demkov. Demkov goes down. Kemppainen kept an eye on him. Alternate. Let that go. As Mantilla tries to chase it down. Good play at the line by Dmitry Korobov. Alternate. Alternate ahead for Kemppainen. At the end of a long shift, he's tired, but still manages to put something on that. And Vitaly Koval again has to shut the door on big Eunice Kemppainen. Don't forget Saturday, both semifinals from the International Ice Hockey Federation World Championships will be live on Premier Sports, and Sunday, the gold medal game also live. Check premiersports.tv for all the news and information as the week goes on and the fixtures are known. What a tournament it's been so far. And Pekka Rinne making history with each passing second here. And you've seen it live on Premier. He has been as cool as a cucumber in net and has had some help. Big save there again. No rebound as Drozd was trying to circle out front. We know Yevgeny Lisovets likes to shoot the puck. He had 2 shots in the first period. Another one here. And no rebound as Sergei Drozd is trying to come out there and collect some garbage. Yevgeny Lisovets. 2 assists in the tournament. Logs a lot of minutes for head coach Dave Lewis. Here's Salmela. Salmela to Donskoy. Interrupted by Artur Havras. Lindell won't get there. Sienkiewicz. Sienkiewicz keeps the puck alive for Kaluzhny. Kaluzhny working well with Kostitsyn. Kaluzhny threw it out into space, and the only person there was Donskoy. 3-on-2 developing. Lindell. Lindell tries to get it back to Donskoy. Belarus get their back checkers in place, and it's even hockey again. There was that 3-on-2 opportunity, but Lindell could not get the puck to the streaking Donskoy. Puck deflected, says the referee, as Finland wanted a delay of game call. Sienkiewicz 1+2 in the tournament. One of the 10 Dynamo Minsk players on the roster. And Sienkiewicz, at 6'2", is known as a physical defensive defenseman, but there's been a goal and 2 assists from him in this one. Not bad return from a defensive defenseman in a World Championship. Fans a little bit reserved. There's been some loud nights at the Czech Arena. There's been some huge nights at the O2 Arena, which is a much larger building, over 17,000 on hand to see Canada-Switzerland last night. Capacity here, 9,568, and it has been busy all week. I believe they've set a new record for combined attendance, over 500,000. You can check IIHFworlds2015.com. Magnificent website. The IIHF does things well, and it's been fun to be a part of this tournament. Fun to do the Team GB Division 1B tournament as well. And GB so close for promotion. Of course, Slovenia will be relegated back to Division 1A. Hungary will come up into Group B at the Elite Worlds. Anze Kopitar could not lead Slovenia to a win and keep their position here at the top flight. There's an icing call against the Belarus. Here's Esa Lindell. Plays for Assat in the Finnish Liga. 14 goals and 21 assists last season as a defenseman. 5 points at the World Championships, an astounding 21 shots on goal for Esa Lindell. Kulikov, he's tossed from the draw. Hovra-Sheen will come in. Barkov couldn't win the draw from Hovra-Sheen. Stasenko to Yavenko. Yavenko with those long strides gets it up to Stepanov. 7 minutes to go, middle frame. Finland no score, Belarus no score. Donskoy. Donskoy ahead to Jussi Jokinen. Jussi Jokinen and Barkov with the tip, and that was wide. Salmela keeps it in, back to Donskoy. Donskoy to Barkov. Barkov has the puck on a string, and then it just slides away as he was 1-on-2 against the Belarusian defenders. Donskoy being watched by Stasenko. Donskoy, I said it before, I'll say it again, keeps those feet moving at all times. Here's Salmela. Salmela to Lindell. Lindell backdoor for Jussi Jokinen, and he could not pounce on the biscuit. There's a wide open net there, tantalizing for Jokinen. Barkov screams a wrist shot wide. Donskoy, as the Finnish crowd have erupted. They were a bit tentative, and now you can see right back in the atmosphere boosting up as Finland raise the energy level in Ostrava. Barkov, such a skilled player. Jokinen to Barkov, gets a tip. Salmela goes across ice to Esa Lindell. He tries to go backdoor for Jokinen, and he just is a fraction of a second ahead. It was a good defensive play, a good stick in the lane to take that pass away from Lindell, slow it down, and put the timing of Jokinen off. Pilstrup couldn't keep it in. Pekka Rinne will come out and handle things. He'll dump it off to Jakola. Jakola gave it away. Katarov. It's his pocket pick by the very cagey Pilstrup. Pilstrup to Hartikainen. And Hartikainen is just offside. Pilstrup, maybe I didn't give him enough credit there. You know, he is an agitator. A buzzy type player at only 5'10", but 16 goals in the KHL is a decent turnout. No points in Ostrava as of yet. But certainly doing a good job on the penalty kill for head coach Kari Jalonen. Jokipaka up the wall. Jokipaka ahead for Kemppainen. Kemppainen gives it to Aaltonen. Aaltonen tries to play catch with Kemppainen. He returns the favor, turns and fires, does Aaltonen. Just a little bit off balance. Here's Kaluzhny. Kaluzhny puts it ahead to Havras, who was just offside. Sergei Kostitsyn, 353 NHL games played. Montreal Canadiens fans remember him. And of course, his brother Andre suspended for this game. Both played for the Habs. Dave Lewis, a former Boston Bruin and the Detroit Red Wing head coach. Former LA and Carolina assistant coach. And there's a look at the suspended Andre Kostitsyn, who played for HK Sochi this past season, 11 goals there. Rene touches that up for Heitinen, who moves the puck to Ruutu. 4:40 to go. Here's Komarov. Komarov out front. Kontiola waved at that. Pressure on now from Finland. Broken up expertly by Stasenko. Kontiola, Komarov working magic together on the forecheck. Kontiola so hard along the wall, it takes big Yavenko to slow him down. Stas moved it to the line. What a shift this has been for Juuso Heitinen. Barkov. Barkov takes a bump from Oleg Yavenko. Barkov keeps on going. 3:50 to go, middle frame. Shots on goal in the second, favoring Finland, as do they overall. 15-10. Here's Donskoi. Donskoi. Jokinen again, just a fraction behind. Donskoi to Barkov. Barkov with a great look, and he fires it wide. Barkov has been dangerous in this second period. Jokinen tries to find Barkov again. Donskoi. Donskoi trying to find Saamalu, who jumped in off the blue line. Stasenko up the wall. He was looking for Demigan, and it didn't come off. Here's the captain, Jokinen. Jokinen, backhand play. Barkov, wide open net, and somehow Vitaly Koval shuts the door. Magnificent work in front by Finland. They've tilted the ice a little bit at this juncture of the second period. Wide open net right there. Fired it high, did Saamala. But on Jokinen, right there, good save by Koval. Saamala jumps in, fires it high, as Stas tries to get his stick into the shooting lane. Right there you see Stas dive in front. I think he got a piece of it to send it up and over Vitaly Koval's net. Koval does not want the camera in his face, gives it a little tap there. And for Anssi Saamala, still looking for his first goal of the tournament. It was painfully close. Korobov ahead for Kulikov. Kulikov couldn't win the puck from Otama. Otama and Kulikov still battling. Jakola into the left corner for Pilstrom. Pilstrom gives it to Hartikainen, who gets caved in by Korobov. Big hit by Dmitry Korobov. Here's Stepanov. 2:35 to go, second stanza. Stepanov, he was magnificent and fun to watch in that first period. Maybe a little quieter here in the second. Comes with energy on this shift, though, and the puck is golfed up and out of place. Here is Barkov. Great skill, great speed, great size for Alexander Barkov. 6'3", skates like the wind, has soft hands, cuts to the net with strength, and he has been magnificent in this one. Barkov with 4 points thus far at the World Championships. He's got the look and feel of a man who's about to explode at any minute in this one. face-off just outside the Finnish zone. It will be Pessinen versus Kaluzhny. Belarus won that momentarily. Aaltonen jumps in, and again Koval has to make a big save. As Juha-Matti Aaltonen looking for his second goal. Pessinen as well. He is a fantastically gifted player. Former NHLer is Pessinen. Played with the Pittsburgh Penguins for a short time, I believe 7 games, but KHL level, Swedish Hockey League level. Aaltonen, who plays for Jokerit, 10 goals this past season. And Vitaly Koval has upheld his end of the bargain, as has Pekka Rinne, of course, record-setting with each moment passing in Ostrava. Kemppainen on the loose puck. 2 minutes to go. Still scoreless. Aaltonen over the line. Aaltonen goes to the net fearlessly, and Pessinen tried to use him as a screen, but again, Vitaly Koval shuts the door and no rebound coming. Jani Pessinen. A goal and 3 assists. He had 16 goals for Skellefteå, where he finished the season in the Swedish Hockey League. Enjoyed those Swedish Hockey League games. Fun to call. What a high level of hockey. It doesn't get much higher level than these World Championships as well. And good to see Belarus again. People saying, oh, they loaded up, they geared up for the home Worlds last year, but they've come here and done just as well. And still battling, trying to solidify their spot in the crossovers in the quarterfinals. Ruutu deflected in front by Kontiola, and again Koval gets a little lucky. Ruutu for Kontiola. Komarov throws it in front. That hit Ruutu up high. Nearly worked out, but here comes Stas. Stas. Good active stick by Lindell. Took away his shooting lane. Here's Yavenko to Stas. A minute to go. Oh, it was that close to being over as Sergei Draws tried to end the shutout streak of Pekka Rinne. Stas to the point. Quick shot. And that hits Draws in front, and he is shaken up. There's a big shot by Stasenko, and Sergei Draws took it in the midsection. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Still scoreless. Stasenko, stretch pass for Kostitsyn. Sergei Kostitsyn gets in there quick, but Rinne was just a fraction quicker. Giveaway to Kaluzhny. Couldn't do much with it, and here comes Donskoy. Donskoy, nice pass. There's a chance. Oh boy, Jokinen. How did he not put that home? Jussi Jokinen will be thinking about that in his nightmares if things don't work out for Finland. Quick shot by Kaluzhny, and again, Pekka Rinne fights that off. Jussi Jokinen with a magnificent chance for Finland. Could not find the back of the net. Let's have a look back. Donskoy with the nice pass. Samaa gives it to him, just doesn't get much on it, does Jussi Jokinen. After 40 minutes in Ostrava, Finland no score, Belarus no score. Koval and Pekka Rinne doing their best to keep it that way. Pekka Rinne continues to up that shutout streak. I'm Aaron Murphy. Don't go anywhere. Live third period action from Ostrava. Up after this intermission break.